Everything in life is common sense, isn't it? You don't get it out of a textbook. When you learn to drive your car, the first day you could go on your own, you would have done something wrong. The second day you do something wrong. And you get to a stage where you don't do something wrong for a week. But you've got to learn by trial and error. Farming is like that. My grandparents emigrated from Southland. In 1920, they bought a farm at Teepoi. Small farm, 100 acres, but probably big then. Very soon after that, they bought the 400 acres on the main road going over the Kaimai Ranges. It's now one of the busiest arterial routes in the country, and it was a great place to be brought up. I was the eldest in our family, and my grandfather on my mother's side, he was a Jersey breeder, and I lived with them off and on for quite a while, helping on the farm and still going to school. I was interested in farming, and they had very quiet cattle, and I thought it was wonderful that the cattle were so much quieter than my father had on our farm, because they weren't farmed the same. I got to like handling the Jerseys because they were so quiet, but then I found later that everything could be like that. My father went contracting and started selling shingle out of the rivers, and that's the story we've heard before. But he always had an interest in farming. He milked cows. They milked cows on that farm soon after they got it, in the 1920s. In the mid-60s, a dairy farm was sold. And from there, we always kept the Kaimai farm. So we now have probably 3,500 acres that we farm. We've grown from just a small operation till it's got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it'll grow more yet too.
So 3 years ago we created this for our orphan lambs from all the sheep farms. They come down between July and September, and we rear them from anything from a couple of hours old. They become orphans just from anything really. Mum has complications through birth, mum ditches them, they get left behind or they're sick, all sorts of things. So they start down in pen 1, they need 3 days colostrum, and then when they go to pen 2, we teach them to go on the feeder, and then once they're on there, they've got to stay on there for 2 weeks because it's a different milk powder, and then after that they come to this pen, which is pen 3. They go on the whey-based milk powder, and then they stay here until weaning. It's essentially saving them, otherwise what would be a dead lamb, you can still make money from them out the other end. With the amount these guys drink, I'm not sure we make money from it. But very much time wasters, because we feed them 3 times a day on the bottles, so we could spend anywhere up to 5 hours a day here. Yeah, I love doing the orphans. It's very rewarding because you see them come in half dead, and for them to end up like this, and you see them flourish. And it's good. The Swaps they're one of very few who care that much about their animals that they set up a whole system for their orphans.
At calving time, we're 24 hours watching those cows calve. In the middle of the night, if you've got to get a vet, we get a vet. You wait 9 months to get a calf, you've paid a lot of money for a bull, you want good animals, you've got to save them. We bought 2 dairy farms. One was run down with an older shed. So we thought, well, we'll milk 50 cows and feed all the calves that are hand reared. If you don't feed them at that age, well, they don't grow out and up. We feed them for the full 15, 20 weeks till they're 120 kgs. You see them grow so quickly, they're like children. They grow up and they develop and they look, you know, the traits they have are wonderful.
I farmed all my working life, brought my family up on the farm, and there's no other way. During the calving, you just basically focus on making sure an animal's well and the calf's doing okay, getting fed. Then you go into the spring and the grass gets out of control, so you're monitoring grass more, doing a bit of maintenance, and then you're into the summer potentially feeding out. Food isn't an issue. We've got silage. We just ring up and silage gets delivered. It's typical of farming where it has its days where you don't know what you're going to do, and other days it's full on.
Hey, Ralph. Yeah, you're a pain in the ass, eh, Leo? Yeah, Ralph's pretty cool. He came with a naval infection. If you get a really bad naval infection, it goes to their joints. They get what you call joint ill, and they pretty much can't walk. They're like an arthritic animal. It's a lot of time you have to put into them. A lot of people don't have the resources, or they don't have the knowledge to actually fix something. It's just easier to put them down. In David's eyes, as long as you save them, you can throw anything at them. So if something is sick or injured, you don't have a limit to how to treat them. That's what I love about it, because that's what I love doing.
Been employed by the Swap family for close to 9 years now. Managed the two coal properties. We've got 600 hectares. Yeah, we've got just under 4,000 ewes on these two coal properties, and we keep 1,500 replacement ewe lambs every year.
I'm Romy and we're up at Swamp Shearing. I think we've got 850 odd here and about 550 tomorrow at the other farm. They start off as Perrindales, but now they've put Romneys over them, so now they're Romdales. So we should have the hoggets done in 3 runs, and then we've got 40 rams to do as well. So these are hoggets, so these get shorn now, and then ewes will typically get shorn around December, January, and then a pre-lamb shear sort of May, June. The ewes get shorn twice a year, but when they're hoggets, which are like 1-year-olds, they only get shorn as lambs, and then a year later pretty much. It's good. Get a real good camaraderie in a shearing gang, and it's a real good environment. Get the music going and have a bit of fun, a bit of competition, a few laughs.
When we're shearing now, we never leave them out. They go back in every night for a few nights till they acclimatise. You know, people will say to you, what do you put a cover on a cow for? What do you put your sheep back inside for? But I always say to them, well, you go outside and take all your clothes off and lie on the frost for the night. See what you like. I mean, just because they're an animal, you don't just take it for granted, do you?
The thing about the Comoy is it's pretty beautiful on a nice day out there, and it's pretty shocking on a bad one, but yeah.
We've spent a lot of money in the last 15 years on hedgerows. We've planted about 25 kilometres of flax, double fenced, and it grows up to 2 metres high. And you can sit there in that in a raging storm under those, and it's just there's no wind at all. Even the rain doesn't penetrate it. The wind blows it right over the top because it's a wind barrier. When we have our sale, there's 260 bulls on the market. In 2 hours, they sell a lot. There's nothing held back.
Hit 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, hit 3, 1, 3, 2, hit 3, 2, hit 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, hit 3, 3, hit 3, 4, hit 3, 4, half there, hit 3, 4, 50, 3, 4, 50, 3, 5, hit 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5,
I work with Terry Howard, and we run this sale every year in conjunction with Royston's. This is the 17th annual sale. We sell Hereford 2-year-olds, Hereford yearlings, Jersey 2-year-olds, Jersey yearlings, Angus 2-year-olds and Angus yearlings, and Friesian 2-year-olds and Friesian yearlings. It's been a very good sale. The beef industry is in good shape at the moment, so the results are where we thought they would be. Having everything right and having healthy, good stock, you know, it's very important. Vaughan and Ange do a lot of work in the background, feeding the stock and presenting them for sale.
We've actually had probably one of our better years for calf rearing this year. They all came in nice and quick, which was good with the jerseys to come close together. And we've had plenty of milk which comes up from the farm, one of the other farms down in Otaronga, so we feed them with fresh milk all the time. All the beef side of it, they're reared on David and Dale's other farms and the other farms out on the plains. Annalise, Rodney and Shelley sort of take care of all the yearling Herefords.
So all the other different breeds of bulls, the Friesians, the Jerseys and stuff, Vaughan rears from calves out at Heinemann's. And then the Herefords and the Angus are our ones from up here. The heifers we keep a certain amount, and they are our replacements for the next year. So they just keep going through the system. So quite often we have the genetics. We've got mum, daughter, granddaughter, like we've got a whole family of the same line.
My wife Dale, she runs all the breeding. She looks at everything we buy. I have a little bit of input into the sheep, but I really manage the operations as a business point of view.
The bull sale was good. You just never know what they're going to do. With the bulls, we always buy pedigree bulls. There's so many things you've got to think about. We like temperament, we like quiet. Because we sell to the dairy farmers, we like low birth weight, which presumably will be easy calving. That's important.
I love the animals, but I haven't got the time to put into the genetics, as she has, and she loves it. We met through Wrightson's, introduced us to their genetics expert, Bruce Orr, and he has been guiding us through Wrightson's since probably 35 years now. And Bruce is a personal friend, and Dale, my wife, they're a team together when we're buying things.
Oh, well, you like having nice, quiet animals. And, of course, as far as the sale is concerned, you like return business. You know, if someone's coming back year after year, obviously you're doing something right.
So we've, at the moment, 2025, we've got probably something in the region of 450 breeding cows. We're using the best genetics we can to keep in the best position it can be going forward.
From memory, I think it was 2022 when Swaps bought a dairy farm down Otrahonga. They wanted to get right up to speed with technology. Halter was just coming on. It's virtual farming from your phone. Eliminates a lot of guesswork, and every day you're creating a virtual paddock for the cows.
With the Agri-Seed, it's an improved fertiliser now. It's a dry stock man's way of getting better growth. Anything with the sea is good fertiliser for grass. We're very fussy about what we use. We tend to go to the more boutique people that can give you options and have to work hard to prove that they can grow grass without all the bad nutrients in it. You can do so much with land, you know. It's a great thing, nature. Like you sow grass, it's growing, it's green, you can do all sorts of things. And nature just takes over. As you go on through this, you're going to meet the groups of people we got that do the hard yards, and they're a big part of it, and they share in the success. And, you know, they're all like, we're all a family.
Dad, can you hold this for me?
Yeah, Annalise, she's a great farmer in her own right, so I just tag along, and every now and then I get an idea over the line, but generally she's does a pretty good job.
Yes, over the last couple of years he's been helping me a lot, especially carving, because you need a second person just to get through.
So the infection came out through the bulb of the heel, so they had to trim the bulb off.
We've got Vicky, who's our vet.
If we have to do something, we've got to pass it by Vicky.
She's a healer.
Oh, Jesus.
She just waves her hand and
Yeah.
fixed. Yeah.
It's a miracle.
Miracle worker.
Annalise is pretty good at doing most things. Actually everything really. She'll ring me up to tell me what she's doing, and I'll just confirm that, yeah, that's correct. It'll get fixed. I mean, she's walking a lot better already, now that we've opened it up.
A farm worker has to be a compassionate person. Lots of people go farming who have no temperament for it, but it doesn't work. You've got to handle animals like you handle humans. You'll see that we have some very good people with us. You got to have faith in the people you deal with. You got to say go to it.
And David's really good. His animal welfare is above approach.
Well, the facilities here are second to none, really. The whole place is done to a very high standard, which is David and Lewis have always been that way inclined. It's a privilege to work for people like that too, don't get me wrong there. Gosh, it's wonderful.
That's David's main thing, is that he just wants to save and look after all animals. Doesn't matter if they're ours or someone else's or anything, you know. And that's why I love working here, because it's what I do.
He gets desperate if something's sick. Oh, you know, he goes to amazing lengths.
Farming's a lot different to running a business. You're not high pressure all day. It's a constant pressure all the year round. But you've got to make good decisions. You've got to be mentally and physically fit, and you've got to be able to make sure that the animals are always looked after. Morals, ethics and integrity and honesty, and that's the way we operate. You don't make a lot of money out of it, but it's a hell of a reward seeing just how you can grow something nicely and how you can finish up with the top product. To walk onto a property and to see lovely animals that are healthy, that look good, that are happy, enjoying themselves in the sunshine like we do. That's what I enjoy about farming now. And we just try to make it go better from there.